So, what's the price of Bitcoin going to be next week? You see, we keep talking about real innovation, the problems blockchain can actually solve, but somehow the conversation always circles back to that question. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not a wizard, not a fortune teller, and definitely not taking prediction lessons from certain gurus whose credibility on the matter is next to zero. But here's what I do know. The real purpose of crypto is natural liquidity. Simply printing money. And let's be honest, the track record so far, Bitcoin, launched by no one, hyped by everyone, became the reserve owned by US Treasury, not our playground anymore. ICOs, brilliant idea of funding startups. But ideas alone don't cut. Most crashed harder than a TikTok influencer's credibility. DeFi, wow, the next level of manipulation. Just decentralized. Flash loans, leveraged futures, LTV ratios, all just say fancy ways to do not let your money escape. And meme coins. Let's not even start. Gamblers and scammers can keep that circus. So, what's left? Stablecoins, encrypted fiat, decentralized, and the only thing that's consistently delivered real utility liquid transactions. No drama, no cuts, just moving value. Proven credibility for over 10 years. And now, $1 trillion question. How put real valuable assets into liquidity? Fast, legally, licensed. That's where real world asset tokenization comes in. If you've got something that has value, real estate, commodities, even intellectual property, you can collateralize it. Print your digital money. I mean, legally, of course. Now, smash like button, share what you think, and let's focus on our guest today. You know what I love about MG? While everyone else is out there miming or moonchasing, this guy is actually reading white papers, like the whole thing, footnotes included, I'm guessing. Hey MG, welcome. Feel free to introduce yourself the way you prefer, whether as a host of crypto radio, ambassador of Bybit in MENA region, or just a crypto enthusiast like me, or an advanced educator. The stage is yours.
Hello, Sergey. Thank you for having me with you today. It's an absolute pleasure to be on this podcast and the recording with you today. My name is MJ. I've been in the whole field of crypto for almost a decade now, since late 2015. I've worn many hats in the past decades, from being an ICO sales agent, being a project coordinator, the social media manager or the community manager as well, the user support manager. And now lately, for the past almost 3 years, I've been a project manager of for blockchain projects as well, working with an Estonian-based blockchain development company. But recently, I've shifted my focus towards educating people because I've noticed a huge educational gap between the majority of the people that we are, let's say, developing the projects for them and the builders, which is like feels like an inner circle towards the outsiders. So since then, I've done so many courses to educate different people, tailored courses for them actually, because not everyone has the same perspective towards the crypto. No, not everyone has the same kind of understanding. So I try to help them understand and start utilizing the cryptocurrency, blockchain, or even Web3 technology in their daily lives, businesses. And for the past few months, I've been a host on Crypto Radio, host of the show called Crypto Curious. And it's been less than a month, I'm a brand ambassador of Bybit as well. So I'm trying to fulfill my mission in the whole educational path.
You know, MG, is not often I get to host someone who's not just enthusiast, but a real educator like me. Actually, think you might be the first.
Really?
For me, everything is started about 8 years back.
Mhm.
I needed an actual solution for a real client. That's when I discovered blockchain. And it clicked. This wasn't just another tool, it was the missing piece to fix broken trust in business, at least. Well, that realization led to me my first educational talk, which was literally called How Do We Fix Broken Trust? Just pure tech, you know? So tell me, what brought you into blockchain? And what was that moment when you knew you had to teach this, not just stay as a regular user?
Well, what brought me to the whole blockchain tech is that, well, just I'm going to flash back for almost 10 years ago. I studied biomedical engineering, nothing to do with computer science or blockchain tech or anything else like that. Then it was in 2015, a friend of mine told me, there's this Bitcoin there, let's buy it. I said no, but then he told me, okay, there's another option. There's an investment platform. We can give our money to them. They will buy Bitcoin for us, and they will give us some dividends, some profit. It sounded tasty, to be honest, and it was tempting. And I said, okay, let's give it a try. I put my money there, me and my friend both. After 2, 3 months, the whole platform was gone. The website was gone. And I was like literally scammed. And instead of becoming a skeptic towards it, I started becoming curious that what is this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency that people are scamming each other for it? I started researching. I started going deeper and deeper into it, and I found it is a very innovative and fascinating technology, which no one is barely talking about it. That's why I always have a passion for innovating and challenging tech. I'm a tech guy. I love these kind of things. So that's how I got drowned, let's say, or dragged into the whole world of crypto, blockchain, Web3. And since then, I've paved my way through this journey. And the more I go forward, the more I fell in love with the whole blockchain technology. Because whether we are talking about crypto, whether we are talking about Web3, everything is there using the blockchain technology. So I don't call myself a Bitcoin maxi, Ethereum maxi, or anything. I call myself a blockchain maxi because, uh, from my perspective, no matter what happens in the world of crypto, although I love cryptocurrencies and everything about them, but no matter what happens to them, the fundamental of it, the basis, which is the blockchain technology, will always be there. And the more we move forward, the better and stronger it gets with more utilities. Nowadays, governments are working using blockchain technology in different ways, either private or public banks. And now countries, everyone is talking about it. And this is what fascinates me about. But the reason I shifted my focus in educating people is that last year when I was talking to my team, the blockchain developers, I told them that we keep building this crypto, that project. We help other projects to develop their own. And but who's this for? There are so many people out there. There are billions of people out there. They are either scared of crypto because either they have been scammed like me, or they heard that a friend of theirs they bought some, I don't know, kind of cryptocurrency, meme coin or whatever, and their money from thousands of dollars went to cents or went to nothing. It got disappeared. So, and they don't have proper information and knowledge about it. Mainly, even nowadays, most of the times when I'm talking about blockchain or crypto, they think, okay, the only use case of blockchain is to build crypto on it and use it for trading. And besides that, governments are holding Bitcoin, so they're say it's not for us. It's only Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrency. So either big guys or tech guys are going to be in it. But there's so much more to it. Like you said, a great thing: stable coins. They have one of the best and biggest utilities nowadays. If we want to talk about utility of cryptocurrency, so I've made it my mission to educate people on everything about crypto and blockchain and Web3, but not trading. I don't talk about or I don't teach trading because there are so many courses out there. Great people are teaching it. So the missing part was that how people to introduce the blockchain crypto to people in a way that they will understand there are so many other ways that they can use, they can benefit from it, and to make their lives or even businesses better and more efficient. So, and I have a passion for education. Also, I love educating people. I love talking to people. I love sharing information, not in a one way direction. So many times I've learned things from other people that I'm talking to, and this is a priceless thing for me.
That's a great point, MG. And honestly, it's refreshing to hear that someone cut through the noise. No hype, just the real inflection points that matter. Speaking of which, there is an elephant in the room with a roughly $250 billion market cap. Yeah, stablecoins quietly hit that milestone while everyone was chasing the next hype like ICOs, DeFi, NFTs, and now meme coins. Typical. But MG, between us, the real story isn't just the trading volume, right? It's how businesses are using them. I mean, RWAs are finally turning into the blockchain something more than speculation. Am I right? What do you think? Are we finally at the stage where stablecoins and tokenized assets stop being crypto and start being real financial infrastructure?
Actually, in the so many different topics which are out there about crypto and blockchain, RWA is my favorite topic, to be honest, because I believe this is something that is relating and it's bridging our physical and tangible world to the digital world of blockchain. Because the thing is that when I talk about crypto to so many people, and especially with some traditional mindsets, when I tell them about crypto or Bitcoin, even just Bitcoin, which is the biggest one out there, the OG, they say, okay, if I buy it, can I hold it? And no, it's going to be in your digital asset, digital wallets in your phone or anything else like that. They said, okay, if I cannot hold it, I don't own it. This is their mentality. But in real world asset, when we were talking about tangible asset, let's talk about, I don't know, real estate, arts, IPs, I don't know, chairs, anything, any physical thing, even your mobile phone that you can see around you, you can tokenize it and hold it as both real world asset and a digital asset at the same time. So I believe this is something that can facilitate the whole adoption process, onboarding. It can facilitate also the onboarding process. You want to talk about a token that is representing, let's say, real estate. When I'm going to talk to a TradFi mindset person, and I'm telling them, okay, if you buy this token, it represents, let's say, a house, a villa. They say, how? I said, just buy this one, and that villa is yours. You can feel it, you can touch it, you can hold it, you can live in it, you can rent it, you can do whatever you want with it. So it makes it more easier to understand. And the thing is that also the whole stable coins, they are, from my point of view, I think they were the first real world tokenized asset. Because what are the stable coins? Let's talk about, I don't know, USDT, USDC, or all those dollar backed. They have tokenized the physical dollar. So, from my point of view, the RWA has been there since 2015, if I'm not mistaken, 2016, when Tether was born and they were introduced the whole USDT. So this is something bigger than anyone can think. I believe, and it's not gonna be a hype or trends like meme coins or anything like that. That they are the headlines of the old news for a week or a month, then they are gone. No, real world asset is here to stay and change the way that we look at blockchain and so many other emerging technologies. And now with the use of AI, with the uh, it's going to be way much more fascinating and with so many other use cases as well.
That's an insightful take, MG. The way real world assets and stablecoins are shaping real finance is definitely a shift we couldn't imagine just a few years ago. Now, let's layer in another game changer: AI. Because if blockchain is solving trust, AI is optimizing everything else. But here is big question. Do they actually work together? Or are we just forcing a narrative? Some say blockchain secures data while AI refines it. But let's be real. Does synergy actually exist? Or are we still looking for that breakthrough use case that proves it?
I believe AI has become a part of our daily lives and businesses. And I think is that, and there's a reason that people are getting faster to learn and know how to use AI compared to blockchain or crypto. The UI and UX and the hype which is right now out there. For example, let's talk about, it's not advertisement, just an example. ChatGPT, the most well known LLM out there. It's like talking to a person, and I'm using it. My family are using it. My in-laws are using it. Everyone, like people from like 6 7 years old up to like 70 80 years old are using AI because they can relate to it. They're using it for their, I don't know, they want to ask if they can, if they should, what kind of diet they should have, or how to run their businesses. So it has so many applications, and especially with the the upcoming AI agents, and some still right now. Also, we are seeing some companies using AI agents for their businesses. Blockchain is no different. I remember in 2020 we were helping another blockchain project to develop their whole blockchain ecosystem, and our team with their team collaborated, and they created an AI system in it for the consensus system. So the AI was there since years ago in the blockchain. The applications were there. And now talking about the RWA, I believe AI can help few of the issues out there. For example, one of the challenges in real world asset when they tokenize it, so many people ask, okay, about the price manipulation. This how the price can be predicted and calculated, because it cannot be a prediction when we're talking about real world asset. It must be a precise price. I cannot say I predict that flat price is, let's say, $1 million. No, I have to be exact and precise in calculation. I have to say that flat's right there, it's worth, let's say, $935,000. I have to be exact. And AI can help overcoming those kind of challenges. So, in my idea, from my point of view, AI is something that can really help speeding up the process. It's like a great, somehow you can also call it a catalyzer, that it can facilitate the whole process. Recently, for example, Dubai Land Department here in Dubai, they announced the first pilot phase of tokenization of real world assets through blockchain, and on the infrastructure base, they are using AI for price prediction to prevent market manipulation. Because when we're talking about real world asset, so many things that are happening in the crypto markets cannot and should not happen in the RWA market. For example, talking about what happened with Ohm, the Mantra project. It was an unfortunate thing, and it is not something that should happen in the under the subject of RWA. Imagine if their partner Damak have had already tokenized their assets through Mantra, and that price fall could have damaged the assets of Damak. With use of AI, these kind of issues also can be prevented. So yeah, it's a great, it's a beautiful, it's a fascinating crossroad right now, I believe, between AI, blockchain, and especially RWA.
True, that's an exciting perspective. You know, AI and blockchain working together might not be fully realized yet, but the potential is undeniable. Now, let's look ahead. Beyond infrastructure, beyond speculation, the big question isn't just where does crypto go from here, but how does it stay relevant? We've seen utility evolve from payments to RWAs to DeFi and gaming. But what's missing? What's the next unlock that finally makes crypto an everyday tool rather than just an industry talking point?
I think one of the missing piece of this puzzle is the regulations, because uh, the regulation is something that can bring more trust to the game. Although it's a gray area. I cannot say it's all gonna be beautiful, beautiful rainbows and sunshines when the regulations come into the play. But it can help to prevent so many negative events or unfortunate events. And the thing is that when regulations come into the whole game, it will be way much better. So one of the things is that regulation, proper regulation, that's Dubai and UAE government are doing a great job from where I'm sitting and seeing all these events that are taking place right now. One of them is regulation. The other thing is again and again and again for a billionth time. I would like to say this: education, proper education to let people realize what is it. So with the whole quick speed, the fast speed, fast pace that the blockchain, whole not only blockchain, the whole emerging technologies are getting advanced. So many people are lagging behind, and what can help them to catch up is a quick, easy, simple education.
You know what? You are completely right when you are talking about the regulations. We, as a businesses, as a personas, trying to figure out the way how to create more liquidity on the market. And at the end of the day, crypto isn't just a tech. It's networks, it's movements, it's belief systems. We are seeing it firsthand, whether it's DeFi, stablecoins, or RWA's adoption, always comes down, to the community. So here is another big question. What makes or breaks adoption? Why do some projects thrive while others, even with great tech, fade into obscurity?
The thing is that one of the reason you mentioned a very important word, community. Building a community is one of the most important factors for any project. It's a growth factor, actually. So there are few uh, things which I believe it can either help or damage any project, any upcoming project. One of them is that some projects they make it too complicated. They make it look, no matter how great they are, how brilliant idea they have, they make it too complicated. So the community gets afraid to get into it. One of the things that must be done is simplification. Simplify in easier words so the majority would understand what is the utility and the use case of your project. This is one thing which is there. Another thing is that I've seen so many copycat projects out there. They just try to copy each other and just change the logo, change some templates, and say, "Okay, we're here with a new thing," but it's been there before. You just change the color, you just change the template or whatever. So that's one of the also issues that is which is there right now in the whole blockchain or crypto market. It's like this. For example, this is a traditional example which all of us have seen. Let's say in my area where I'm living, for example, I open a supermarket. There's no supermarkets out there. I open a supermarket. The business is good. So when people are coming because they need, I'm solving a problem. I'm bringing a solution to an existing problem. People love that. I'm making their lives easier. So they try to come to my business, use my products, and it's a win-win situation. I'm solving their problem. I'm bringing the solution, and also my business is growing. I'm making money out of it. But the thing is that sometimes they see, oh, another person comes along. There's a supermarket. He's doing good. They start opening a same supermarket just few meters down after mine. It's stay still. It might be a good project, good business, but the thing is that after some time, you will see, for maybe after 1 year, if you come to the same area, you will find 20 supermarkets, and barely any of them are doing anything good. Doing the same thing over and over in the same market, in the same area, is like copycatting, is like copying each other. This has never worked and will never work unless in the new business that I'm trying to somehow, let's say, copy or get the idea from, I add some spice of innovation. That's innovation. It's not always about reinventing the wheel. Use the same wheel, but with some more innovation to it. Don't do the same thing. This is also another issue which is out there. People come, they have, some of them, they have brilliant ideas. When I talk to some VCs, they say this project, they had some brilliant idea, but it's not going to succeed because of this and that and that. So innovation, simplification of what we are doing, so we can attract the community to our project, to our product. These are something which are really important, I believe. These are missing. This is something that can help building up a great community, not just hypes. Hype is fades away, but utility always sticks. This is something that I believe.
Great, let's move forward. This has been a great conversation. We covered everything from blockchain's evolution to real world adoption, AI, even utility. But before we wrap up, I want to give you the floor. You've spent years educating, building, and shaping the conversation around blockchain. If you had one message to the community, something to live with it, thinkers, builders, and future leaders tuning it, what it would be?
Well, I came up with, when I started my whole educational path in this beautiful world of blockchain, I something hit my mind. It's only three words: educate, elevate, earn. If people, anyone, can just you understand these three words, trust me, they will be able to do wonderful things. They can be successful, not only in crypto. And I'm talking. It is something general, but this is something which I believe. The better we educate, we can elevate ourselves with more knowledge, and with that knowledge, with that expertise, we will be able to build. We will be able to earn. We can build so many things. So my message to the whole world is always three words: educate, elevate, earn.
Mic drop, that's a wrap. Oh, wait, hold on. Did you say blockchain wisdom? Because I swear I heard blockchain myths that deserve to be strangled. And now, what I think about it, we can't wrap without this. So, while we are here, MG, what's the dumbest myth about blockchain that you are absolutely tired of debunking? Bonus point if it makes me facepalm.
Well, there are so many myths out there. I've done so many myth busting episodes on my show, on my radio show. But the biggest ones that which is out there, blockchain is only for crypto and trading. That's the biggest myth, misunderstanding, misconception out there.
I believe it's been legendary. MG, this was everything.
Thank you so much.
Guys, if there is one thing you want to take from today, I believe it's going to be this. The future isn't built on hype. It's built by the people who really fix problems. MG's doing it, I'm doing it. I believe you too going to do it. Absolute honor having you here. We out.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me.
Crypto life can't come too soon.